All right, Isaac Nauta is the first Detroit Lion to get cleared and leave the reserve COVID-19 list. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love and support. And Isaac Nauta has been cleared and is now allowed to come on to the Detroit Lions campus and to their facilities. We're going to talk about, basically how he got cleared and all that other stuff. So basically the NFL says that a player that has novel coronavirus and that is asymptomatic can return to the field with consecutive negative tests 24 hours apart. Basically, Isaac Nauta cleared that process, so he's now allowed to come on to the Lions training camp facility. Yesterday, they were taking pictures, DeAndre Swift, Jeff Okudah, getting acquainted with their Lions uniforms and helmets and all that good stuff. So Isaac Nauta was actually going to be in the running to make the roster this year and not start off on the practice squad because, some people believe that Jesse James might get cut. I don't think so with a lot of dead money, but the Lions may carry 3 tight ends and send one to the practice squad. We probably know it won't be Jesse James. He not, basically eligible for the practice squad. We know it won't be Hockenson, and basically between him and Hunter Bryant, okay? But it's good to see him get off that list, get 100% healthy, and be able to contribute. Now, a lot of these guys are asymptomatic. If you didn't hear my video yesterday, or earlier this morning about Matthew Stafford, he tested 2 negative tests, and just on Friday, before he was cleared to come onto the Lions facilities, he tested negative. So, he's also asymptomatic. And you got to remember, there's a lot of false positive, there's a lot of false negative tests. And a lot of people may have never taken the corona test, and basically they swab your nose around for like 15 or 20 seconds. It feel like forever. They do both nostrils, and there's been some innovation in that. Now they're swabbing your throat to get, the specimens to see if you are indeed negative or positive for the coronavirus. So, the testing is far from perfect. What we know about the coronavirus, the COVID-19, the RORO, whatever you want to call it, is far from perfect. It's just it's still a disease, or it's still, just something that we still learning about, and the scientists don't have a full grasp on exactly what it is. So, you're going to see a lot of players, that tested negative and who had it and tested negative and get tested again and get false positive or get or positive tests. I've seen it before. So at the end of the day, hopefully, they figure some things out. I was watching an interview with Peter King and Lamar Jackson, and in the Ravens camp, they gave them these little like meters that they keep, these little, I don't know what they call them. If you get too close to a player in the building, it starts beeping and going off. So they're taking out the precautions, or they're taking the precautions to have a season this year. And, I'm not mad at it. It's a lot of money on the table. You see the NBA is flourishing with their games, and I think they should have considered doing the training camp bubble for players, where players go straight to for a facility, a hotel, they live there and go back. But then again, you don't want to cut nobody off from their family, but you got to do what you got to do to have a successful season. So, they should have put training camp in the bubble, and perhaps they should have just did an NFC and an AFC bubble in a couple places and let it roll like that, But, then again, nothing is perfect. They're going to try to thug it out as they go. But this is going to probably be the toughest sport to do with the coronavirus, all right? With all the traveling, with the 53, and plus, the training camp staff or just training staff and the coaching staff. At any given time, you almost got 100 people that's, in a building or almost on multiple flights and stuff of that nature. So it's going to be real, real tough, but we happy to see Isaac Nauta come off that list and be 100% healthy. I know a lot of people saying, why couldn't it be Stafford? I think Stafford is going to be cleared pretty soon. He's going to be on there. We're going to get Galladay back. We're going to get Hockenson back. We haven't heard if Galladay and Hockenson if they showing symptoms or light symptoms, or are they asymptomatic. But at some point, we'll get them back. What people got to understand, there is a 2-week period where they'll just be doing strength and conditioning, and then they'll ease their way into padded practices, and training camp will be extended. Still no word on what preseason will or won't be like, so we got to wait to see what happens with that. But congratulations to Isaac Nauta coming on to Lions camp, being healthy, and hopefully take those proper precautions to stay healthy, as well as all the Lions and all the other NFL players. Teams you may not like, but you don't want to see anybody go through, the COVID-19, and, some of the people that were showing symptoms and hard symptoms almost lose their life, and some have. So hopefully Isaac Nauta stay out the way of the COVID, and the rest of the Lions do. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my social media links in the description. Hit me up if you want to, if you got a question or whatever. But hey, appreciate it. Motor City Sports Talk, one time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. We gone.